How's it going, guys? Cloth back again with another video. This one's super late. I ordered the iPhone 17 Pro Max a day late, so as a result, it came about a month after its release. Which I guess it's a hot phone right now, especially this colorway. If you look at all the other colorways right now, I mean everything's pretty much pushed to like beginning of the November, but I guess I'm lucky that I was able to get this colorway, this configuration at the 512 gigabyte variant. So super excited to finally unbox this and use this as a work phone. Actually, this time I'm going to be using the iPhone as a personal. I'm going to be using the Fold 7 over here as my work phone. I find it to be super extremely productive when it comes to just enjoying the phone and going through emails and going through messages from comments and what have you. Honestly, this has been a terrific phone, but that's not what this video is about. The iPhone 17 Pro Max in silver and all its aluminum glory. So let's go ahead and take the tabs off. Okay, 1, 2. Go, and there it is. Looks really good. People were saying that this white version looked kind of cheap. In camera right now, I can see that it looks like this looks really white. I guess it's going to depend on what kind of lighting. In person, from what I see with my own eyes, it doesn't look that white. It kind of looks like they're matching right now. I did see it under certain lightings in store from carriers, cell providers, and it does kind of look strange in some lights. But I'm really happy I went with the silver instead of the blue and the orange. I can't stand to see micro scratches on my devices, so I figured this one would be the least obvious when those scratches do come. So putting the phone to the side just for a second, because there's not much to look at in this box. Really just this braided cable. And I imagine that's it. Here in Canada, there you go. It says you no longer need a physical SIM card because this is eSIM. Hence that antenna band, which isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Looks good, honestly. It feels really good in the hand. I already knew it was gonna kind of feel like really nice in the hand. Like I said, my dad picked up the orange model, which I personally couldn't do. But he loves it. It's a whole McLaren vibe that he's rocking right now, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take off this plastic. Arguably the most satisfying part of unboxing an iPhone, and try and see if we have any juice in here. I imagine we do. Yeah. So taking the tour around the device, you still have the camera control button. This thing, I actually used it quite more than I thought it was going to in the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Not so much as, like using it as a slider, navigating through different, I want to say, filters. But I mean, I did still use it to quick launch camera and take some pictures. So I found it quite useful. Buttons are just as tactile as, previous generations. No issues there. And obviously this camera bar, which Apple's now calling the Plateau, honestly looks pretty good. I really like the way the new iPhones look and feel in the hand. It's strange because being that it's aluminum now, it's more susceptible to minor scuffs and scratches and whatnot. But this design just makes you want to use it without a case. So I don't know. This is going to be interesting. I do have a ton of cases coming, actually, that I have yet to unbox. I received the accessories before the phone, so taking a quick tour. I mean, obviously, there's no. It does look cleaner without the SIM tool, the SIM card slot, I should say. But I mean, you have to deal with that. So, kind of looks strange, like a triple tone, because you have this off white kind of piece right here of glass, and the rest is clean silver aluminum. Then you have another off-white piece here, so it's like a triple tone kind of thing. Let me know what you guys think about it. Again, it doesn't really look how it does in camera what is not exactly what I see, is what I'm trying to say. So let's go ahead and go through the setup process. Pretty solid upgrade. I mean, I think we all expected, Apple to jump on the whole anti-glare kind of coating on the screen after the success of the Samsung S24 Ultra and 25 Ultra afterwards. Let's go ahead and update this later. Continue. Age range. Select the age range of the person who will use this phone. I am an adult. I'll set this Face ID up later. All right, guys, so we are officially back after a long battle with my cell phone provider. I wasn't able to set up, yeah, I'll do that later. I wasn't able to set up my cellular eSIM because of some sort of problem they're having right now between Android and an iPhone. But I mean, I'll get that resolved tomorrow. In the meantime, I just wanted to take a look and honestly tell you guys and share how good this phone. Other than that, I mean, I did notice, it does load everything super quickly, launching apps. Obviously, it's an iPhone. It's going to do well, just like any other Android modern day Android phone. It's all relative, and it's all pretty fast right now. So I didn't expect this to be leaps in terms of speed, but I mean, in terms of build quality, even with this being an aluminum built phone, and even with the S25 Ultra, which is probably my favorite phone of the year, being titanium, I can't say that this feels less premium. It definitely feels different. Like if you work with metal, and if you're you're familiar with the different types of between copper and steel and aluminum, you're going to notice that obviously aluminum feels a lot softer. And that's exactly what you feel with this phone. It's really soft metal. Um, and I don't think this colorway is anodized like the oranges and the blue is. Like the orange feels a little less grippy. Feels like a little more shiny and slippery. There's a lot of grip on this matte silver variant, so keep that in mind if you're looking at colors. This is probably going to be the most grippiest feeling one. But again, if you're not someone who really cares about that, or you're going to slap on a case, I guess it doesn't really matter. So far, pretty impressed with the build. I'm a big fan of the new design and really like this new feel, the new OS, rather I should say that the new operating system update. They tend to really like it. I think it's because it's the most well optimized iPhone release in terms of OS, but also with the leap in battery life. That's something I'm super excited to see on this phone versus the 16 Pro Max. I personally didn't have all that much trouble with the battery life. I mean, it lasted me a good day and a half. Heavily using it as my work phone. I'm taking, I don't know, I want to say like 80, like between realistically like 40 to 60 calls a day. Being in logistics, I'm always on the phone. But that phone was able to last me like a good day and a half before having to charge like to zero. I'm hearing that this phone is a lot better in battery life. I'm not going to pull up the exact numbers for you. There's a lot of other YouTubers that go through specs and everything, but the battery life in this is much larger. The thickness, I feel, just because it's ever so slightly like tapered, like curved, I should say, it feels a lot better than the 16 Pro Max did. The 16 Pro Max had that old, you know, titanium premium feel to it, and this has a more soft, sophisticated feel to it, if that makes any sense. It just feels more comfortable to hold. Obviously, important changes to the device were the battery, the new chip, always a plus, but Apple always has some top-notch chips, like they're almost unbeatable. As an Android fan, trust me, I'm all in Android, but Apple is definitely king when it comes to the power that they have in behind their chips and the engineering behind it. So I'll give them that. Battery life as well. That was a major increase. Screen real estate, I mean, it's still 6.9 inches. More than enough screen. Honestly, I was aiming to get the Pro version this year, but I was too tempted by the battery life. I had to get the Pro Max. So other than that, I mean, there's the vapor chamber that I noticed, and this phone usually runs super hot after. I mean, iPhones in general, a new unboxing, they usually run super hot when you're setting up after doing all the restoring and transferring all the data from a backup. I don't know all too much about how vapor chambers work. I imagine they just cool devices when they get hot so they don't throttle. But I mean, iPhones typically have, if in my opinion, some of the best video capturing capabilities. So that's something I always look forward to getting a new iPhone, is how much better it is. I don't think it's going to be all that much better, but I mean, it's just nice to see even the slightest improvement to video being a content creator, right? So this is the phone. This is the silver variant at 512 gigabytes of storage. I just found that, taking all the video, I didn't want to shovel the cash out for the 1 terabyte, but I also don't want to be on the lower end in terms of storage. So I opted for the 512. I imagine someone who's not going to be focusing on taking content and just taking pictures of the family, using the regular social apps. I'm sure 256 is more than enough, but I like to edit everything and shoot everything on the iPhone, so I got the 512. If you guys are super excited to try on some accessories, and you guys, that's something that interests you, I pay for all these devices. Sure, I get some accessories sent down to me from suppliers, but I'm within my rights to be completely honest with you. So that's something you're going to get from me at all times. And you make sure you guys leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And hope you guys tune in next time, and subscribe if you don't want to miss anything else. Peace.